Hi everyone, my name is Lushunky and today we're back reviewing another game. Today we're reviewing a game called, just gonna call it 99999. I think it's, well, if you were to read it normally it'd be 99,999, but I think it's just whatever, 99999, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm currently on solo development of my first game. It's kind of annoying. To put simply, it's a fast-paced, high-score arena shooter platformer inspired by Super Crate Box. I've never heard of that before, but let's just have a quick look now. Okay, so if you, like me, have not heard of it, this is what it is. And yeah, I can kind of see the resemblance, to be honest. In fact, that first level looks very similar. But anyway, using GameMaker 1.4, it's been a while since I've seen anyone actually using that. I also use that, but most people move it over to 2. Well, purely choice, isn't it? This stage is small and compact in order to keep the action flowing. Weapons will spawn randomly on the map and must be collected in order to earn points, thus changing the weapon. Unlike Super Crate Box, I have decided to add a countdown timer to crank up the urgency of collecting your newly spawned weapon drop. You can aim and shoot anywhere in 360 degrees. The player avatar is highly maneuverable too, with a double jump, wall climbing, clinging onto walls, and even a dodge roll. Can dodge roll in midair. Brilliant. The aim is to let movement be as easy as possible. I like the movement theme. Fast-paced stuff. That's pretty cool. I like to see it. As you progress, you unlock more stuff. Brilliant. Unlock special abilities and choose your weapon loadouts to utilize different strategies and customize your playstyle. Again, interesting. I'd like to see it. Explosion collection. Okay, the ability creates a mini explosion whenever they meet an enemy. Another ability, Final Stand, activates when the player has 1 heart, killing all enemies on the screen. Okay, that possibly could be OP, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. We might not actually get to that, but we're gonna just test the whole general idea, rather than go in and test individual things. And to me it looks quite interesting, but we're gonna see it anyway. So you have a few options, a video. It's nice to see the resolution options, they're pretty good. Yeah, we'll find that, whatever. I do kind of like the small, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Right, so bindings. WASD for moving, brilliant. Can we change that? We can, yep. Whatever. Jump, roll, pause, shoot, reload. I'd change that to R if that was me, but other than that seems all fine. In terms of key bindings, that all seems pretty normal. Right, so we have world, tutorial world. Let's see the tutorial. Okay. Okay, so we can dodge, roll. Right, so jump off the wall. Okay, yeah, so just as we're doing. Pretty common theme. Is that the reload? Okay, that seems to be the reload. Okay, yeah, we can hold on. That's also good. Do we have unlimited bullets? We do. Okay, doesn't seem that bad so far. I like the tutorial level. It's nice. It explains the whole themes and ideas. It'd be nice if we just skip straight on to the next level though, instead of having to use this. So if we pick up this, okay, we're gonna pick up this. Right, so I guess we have the shotgun. Right, so we have to switch within an allotted time. Does it also reload? It does. Okay, pretty nice. I feel like this is one of the games which takes a lot of concentration, which it means it's going to be a less interesting commentary. I actually really like the animations though. I'm just going to say quickly. And yeah, I like the fact that there's a sense of urgency, because otherwise I guess you could just not kill anything, or stick with one weapon for a bit too long. So having the sense of urgency is pretty nice, because especially if there's something like guarding it, you do have to kill it. You don't have a choice. So like here, I've got to get to that. Just missed all of them. So this level actually feels tricky, but it feels like doable at the same time. It's just trying to get used to the controls slightly. I feel like, yeah, okay. So we failed at level 1. I feel like the fact you have to, I'll show you. You have to go down, but then you also have to press space to actually go. Personally, for me, I feel that that's a little bit slow. In fact, it makes things slightly slower. So possibly having yeah, I feel like that's a thing as well. Possibly having, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so you see there, I did just try to drop down, but instead of dropping it just kind of stood there waiting for me to press space. Obviously space is associated to jump, so I don't know, it doesn't quite work with me. It makes it a little bit slower, but I guess personal preference, isn't it? Another thing I'd just say is the spawning can be a little bit weird. So I don't know if I showed it earlier, but I kind of spawned in, or I hit a enemy just as it spawned in. I think there should be a little patch of immunity possibly, so whereby if the enemy has literally just spawned in, that they can't kill anything or can't do any damage for like at least a little bit of time, even just like a point of a second, just to give the player a little bit more time to react, would be my opinion on that. But yeah, I think this first level is quite hard. I'm not sure when we actually finish this world. Okay, so, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure when we actually finish this world. It seems to be quite long. I think also possibly in the tutorial teach about the spawnings. So I didn't know when I first started. Obviously I've learned a bit now, but the difference between the, yeah, you see there, I literally just spawned in that second, between the player and not the player, the enemies and the weapons. I'd also possibly like to see the abilities, so possibly instead of having them have to be unlocked in this demo, possibly just have them all open and all the weapons and stuff, so we can just test it, because otherwise you kind of have to play the whole thing. Okay, I might, yeah, we were alright. I think the thing with having the timer is it makes you a lot more conscientious of the time, and makes you more aware of how much time you're spending on it. Yeah, you see there, I just shot even at where the weapon was. So yeah, maybe learn about that a little bit earlier, possibly would be my suggestion in the tutorial. Obviously some weapons do seem to be stronger than others, not like unbalanced, but they seem to be stronger at different things. For example, this, what I suggest is probably a shotgun, seems to be good at the flying enemies, whereas the, well, long range even, for some ironic reason, because I guess it does lots of damage, whereas this kind of pistol is better at short range. But yeah, you can see we've been doing this for quite a while now, and we've still not finished the level. So possibly this is going on for a bit long. I'm not sure whether you have to get a certain amount of weapons until it like goes on, but yeah, it's not been incredibly clear to me because obviously this wasn't mentioned in the tutorial. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge problem really. Quite like the art, just quickly. It feels pretty nice. Yeah, you see there, it literally just spawned in and it killed me. Which isn't very fair, but like, okay, yeah, 0. Okay, we lost. I feel like that level is quite hard. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but yeah, that's only level 1 as well. It's worth remembering. Score 28 points. Okay, so we were almost there, I think, but even so, it was hard. I feel like possibly making that a little bit easier because it is that first level. The jump between the tutorial and level 1 was immense. I'm not sure whether... Okay, train. I guess this isn't... Okay, right, so... the training isn't incredible. It'd be nice to have some enemies maybe spawn or something in the training, but it is there, so I can't really fault it for that. There's 2 worlds. I might play through and see if I can actually beat that first level, but personally I think that level is way too hard. Definitely make it a little bit easier. And yeah, possibly unlock all the weapons and all the other bits and bobs, such as abilities, just for the first demo, because otherwise there's no way of testing for bugs and stuff on that without playing the whole thing. So anyway, that was my review of 9999. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe. What do you guys want to do? And I just remembered I forgot to use the dodging. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.